All right. We're going straight into it. No warm-up. WESTL is all warm from the previous rounds, and I guess Gohan is all good to go on with things. All right, and WESTL, definitely from the last round with promo, has warmed up that speed. But Gohan as well, doing a phenomenal job in their own right. Keeping pace. Using the all spins beautifully, has Surge advantage, and doesn't even need to use Surge. Alright, and again, TKI bursting from WESTL. We see that 5.5 pieces per second. Failing to waver, we have the DT follow-up. Gonna have to make a little bit more of some creative stacking decisions in lieu of the P sequences, but we have both players at 15 Surge, able to answer each other's spikes pretty well.
Yeah, WESTL actually kind of in a pretty solid spot here. Not able to get any lines off that T-spin, unfortunately, and huge chunk of garbage incoming.
Honestly, that was a really good search pop from WESTL. It did require having to sacrifice that T-piece, but there was really only like 1 or 2 options where WESTL could have skimmed a line to use Surge for defense, and that was a very great adaptation that they were able to see that so quickly.
Yeah, and they were rewarded with some pretty clean garbage to follow up.
Oh,
right
and
now,
look
I
at
mean,
the way they fixed those.
Oh, look at that! Look at that down stack! Oh my goodness!
Oh no, Gohan! A couple of misshots at the top of the board, and WESTL is going to take another round, even things up. Alright, WESTL kind of LST stacking, has some 9-0 garbage, has managed to transition successfully, holds on to Surge for the giant retaliation of a spike, 31, but Gohan able to cycle through the relevant eyepieces, and they're going to survive. Gohan able to try and make some magic happen, but there's not a lot that they can do unless they're able to get some quad multipliers realistically. As unless they're able to kind of use the full board in these spikes, WESTL has not really been phased by much. Oh, Gohan, a little bit of a misdrop, but still all spinnable.
WESTL's in a tricky spot, but technically
Gohan,
manageable. Good S-spin there to clean up the stack.
We've had 2 misdrops back-to-back from Gohan that allowed WESTL more room to kind of get out of this spot. There's the 20
and now WESTL, canceling it out with a Surge there.
I mean, Gohan is essentially playing at peak efficiency, but the eye misdrop is going to cut it short, as WESTL not falling too far behind.
Was I looking at that right? I think WESTL nearly had 1 APP there.
Ooh. Okay, WESTL not really able to build up Surge this time around. Gohan still holding on to it despite the lackluster garbage well.
Oh, that Z-spin was very nice, but I don't think that's going to be enough here for Gohan. I mean, WESTL. Wow, I'm looking at the wrong sides.
All right, and 2 games apiece. We're on a 1st to 9. And again, I will say, definitely after that round versus promo, WESTL was looking very, very strong in comparison to the last time these two played in winter semis. And there's just so many misdrops now from Gohan.
A lot of errors here, but
Oh, that is a hefty spike to deal with. Gohan able to still cycle through, get enough defense out in time, but having to rely on a lot of eyepieces used in a timely fashion to just deal with a lot of the damage that WESTL's been sending. Oops, okay, double eye piece there. Gohan gonna hold on to that second one for a potential spike, or able to dig out of that misdrop. A little bit unfortunate, not going to be an offensive play, but at the very least, Gohan is still alive and able to keep pulling those reins. And we are 3 games. Gohan with a nice dono as well, trying their best to keep that surge going strong, but WESTL as well, unfazed, launches it all in a 20 spike. Gohan able to counter that with surge, and I think just a T-spin. Oh, but we're getting really high up, and Gohan's board is not easily accessible for a lot of those eyepieces. Manages to dig through it in time, but WESTL already underway into building up that surge, has the double Z-spin. Bit of flashbacks to some revive conditions from quick play. Able to make quick work of that stack.
WESTL very clean right now. Just like in a very good position over Gohan. Gohan's very close to the top, but there is an out of this, and I mean, 35 spike says everything. Well, counter spike rather. But WESTL ready to set up another one.
Oh, Gohan having more misdrops.
Getting ready, and man, Gohan's misdrops. Ugh.
Again, the set has not really moved beyond that like 1 game difference for the most part, but both of the players are fighting violently to try and pull things in their favor. The only issue is for WESTL, it's requiring a little bit more careful play. They can't rely on speed as much, and for Gohan, trying to rely more on speed, it's a little bit more volatile with those misdrops. You can see almost placing the piece that was intended to be that T-spin. Able to at least figure out what's happening and make that correction in time. But WESTL playing a little bit more thoughtfully this time around. Again, it's still 4 pieces per second, but this is kind of what WESTL looks like, taking their time. And it seems to be working out. Again, they have a 2-game lead right now over Gohan. This is already more wins than they had in their winter semifinals match. So whatever adaptations they've made, they seem to be working. And Gohan able to hold on to that surge for a tiny bit longer, but as the smoke clears, Gohan and WESTL relatively even.
Ooh, pretty big spike from Gohan. L misdrop, though. Gonna slow him down a little bit. Gohan needs to just not misdrop so frequently. Oh!
That is a tall, tall order.
It really feels like Gohan's cracking under pressure right now against WESTL.
Oh, the washing machine.
Interesting.
WESTL.
Your washing machine. I don't know if you want that right now. Yeah, no. And the misdrop T is another nail in the coffin. I don't think that would have changed anything, though.
All right, Gohan keeping this set close, trying to make sure that WESTL cannot run away with things. Again, as we saw previously in their match against Promo, it can be very, very easy to let WESTL steamroll a couple of rounds in. Ooh, Gohan waiting for a very specific piece to continue with the stack, but the amount of time spent waiting is almost a fatal decision. Able to get the counter spike on the way down, but it's just, honestly, it's only enough to play defense. It's not even really sending a lot to WESTL, and WESTL closes that round out.
Yeah. Oh my. WESTL starting to kind of get away with the lead here a little bit.
And especially for if you're in the position of Gohan, that is a dangerous spot to put yourself in. You do not want to have to force yourself to win time and time again over WESTL without any mistakes. It's definitely a crucial round there for Gohan to win, making sure that that lead does not get above 1 or 2 games. All right, and Gohan continuing off of the TD opener. Still hasn't dropped this surge at the moment. Meanwhile, WESTL doesn't have a lot to work with, is trying to build up some surge. In the meantime, Gohan having the misdrops makes it a little more difficult.
Oh, that's a bad ZT misdrop from WESTL. Gohan's gonna tie it up.
And I don't even know if Gohan reacted to that, but that surge was like perfect timing for Gohan, right as WESTL lost all access to those resources and down stacking.
WESTL with a hefty 25 spike. Gohan retaliating with a spike of his own. Ooh, Gohan caught WESTL at a good time. Well, bad time for WESTL, but good time for Gohan.
And sometimes the one attack per piece at 5 pieces per second is all that it takes, right? Just do that. Even though it's really difficult, but I mean, if Gohan's able to do that time and time again, that's going to really put a lot of pressure onto WESTL. And it looks like Gohan is turning on the Jets. We do have a couple of misdrops.
Ooh. Yeah, turning on the Jets, but suddenly lost control of the wheel. WESTL tying it up once again. Gohan did have the advantage there.
All right, early T to start, and again, WESTL building on top of the PCO build. Gohan going for its TD openers. All right, WESTL launches the trigger on that surge a little bit early, and Gohan has completely clean access to everything there. 5 pieces per second, nearly 250 attack per minute. And Gohan only has had the lead at 1, but is holding on to this for dear life. And some very nice overhangs with the spins, continuing to build up that surge as much as possible. WESTL has popped surge already. Gohan has not. We do have the Imus drop from Gohan. And they still are holding on to surge. WESTL not able to build up a lot of surge. Gohan launches at 58 total spike. And unfortunately, there is only so much that WESTL can do, but living 3 full boards of garbage is not going to be one of them. All right, Gohan, I think taking the breather after that round, unfortunately is having some misdrops, and that breather is going to cost them the round that they just won.
Oh my goodness, man. This is... Quick rounds being dropped here between these two is kind of crazy.
This is definitely not a spot that Gohan wants to put themselves in. Again, they had such a really good effort from the previous rounds.
Solid play from Gohan here.
Gohan is holding on to surge. Lets it rip, but it's not going to be enough to KO WESTL. WESTL has the eye pieces needed.
Gohan is like... WESTL is actually like ramping up the speed here.
Oh
but
no!
As we've seen before, the speed is causing misdrops. Gohan has it to match point.
And this is
Will Gohan get the rematch? This is close. We could see another deuce. It's entirely possible. We just have... Gohan just needs to, you know, play, like... Keep a cool head. Just, you know, don't panic. And don't give in to the pressure. I mean, WESTL could do the exact same and take back some rounds. Could send it into a deuce. We're getting real close here. This is getting really scary.
Oh, Gohan with the T-spin fake out, decided to wait there for a little bit, coerced WESTL into sending some garbage, and then use the hold piece to save that T for later so they could intentionally take some more garbage.
Some good back-to-back maintenance from Gohan here. Sends the spike now. WESTL's in a... Oh! Oh! Wait! Oh, no! That's gonna be it.
That was
WESTL trying so desperately to find an out of that, but in the end, couldn't do it. Gohan gets the run back against the Allen Grands.
Again, just a little bit slower from Gohan overall, but has the offense needed to make that work. And that is, yeah, WESTL is out at third, and Gohan able to,